Okay, welcome back to ePublishing Pro. In this video, we're going to talk about options for creating your book. So some of you are writers, some of you aren't. Some of you have experience with writing, and maybe you're a fiction writer, and you're just looking for creative ways to publish your book, and you don't really want to deal with a publishing company, or you're a business, or you have a business, and you'd like to get more content out to readers to promote your business. Either way, to get on Kindle, you got to come up with a book. So there's a few different ways you can do this. For one, you can hire a ghostwriter. Okay, you can get someone else to write your book. Now, ghostwriters are great. I mean, this can often be done for just a few dollars per page. Okay, ghostwriters can be pretty cheap. There's lots of different places to go for this. Three of our favorite places are elance.com, odesk.com, and shelancers.com is a pretty cool resource as well. I'll put a video in here about Elance, just how to go to the website and sign up, and exactly kind of where you would start when it comes to posting a job. But really, when it comes to outsourcing, outsourcing is just one of those things that requires experience. Okay, we did a course on outsourcing you can check out. That's really great. But when it comes down to it, you've got to get in. You've got to select your contractors. You've got to see what kind of work they can do. Always ask for samples before hiring. That's really a great way to make sure that you don't waste a lot of money on someone before you hire them for a full book. If somebody can't give you samples or work they've done, you may want to go on to the next person, because I mean, if you really think about it, like writing a 100-page book or a 5,000-word book with no samples and no examples, it's going to be kind of hard for you to really trust that person. And I wouldn't worry. There's plenty of competition on Elance. There's plenty of people that are looking for work. So if people are smart, they'll have that portfolio. They'll have those samples for you. And just watch the video if you're not really that familiar with Elance for how to go in and actually kind of poke around in there and post your job. Another option is to use PLR products. Okay, PLR stands for private label rights. PLR products are okay. Basically, what you would do is you would buy the rights to existing books. When you buy a PLR, typically what you can do is you can sell that PLR. You can give that PLR away to your audience as a free gift, or maybe opting into your newsletter or giving you their name and email. You can pretty much do anything you want. You can edit it. The only thing you really can't do with a PLR is sell it as a PLR. Okay, you can't sell the rights to it. But other than that, you can pretty much take all that content and do what you will with it. Quick disclaimer. Make sure that if you're going to use a PLR, you rewrite it and add more content to make it your own. PLRs are typically pretty basic. Okay, so I wouldn't recommend buying a PLR and not proofreading it, not editing it, not adding more to it, and then just trying to sell it off as your book. One thing you might run into if you do this is somebody else could have bought that PLR. You could have some of the exact same content out there as somebody else, and you really don't want to do that. That's really not a good territory to be in. So always edit it. I mean, you can buy a PLR and then you can hire a ghostwriter to just come in and edit it and add to it. Okay, that could be a good way to save money. Okay, instead of just going to Elance and asking a ghostwriter to start from scratch with no notes, you could say, here, take this material I have and add to it and expand on it and maybe make it more well written. That's a great way to use PLR. I wouldn't just use PLR straight out the box. Another option is to use a public domain products. Okay, public domain products have no copyright, or the copyright is expired. Okay, now you can republish these, but you can't really claim to be the author. So obviously this wouldn't work if you were a fiction writer, or if you're just trying to write a book for entertainment. If you're a business, though, and you just want to get some information out there, and you can find some public domain products, which is a little tougher in this area, then by all means you can do that. You just have to give the original author credit. You're just the publisher in this case. So really, the best bet if you're a business would probably be to hire a ghostwriter, explain the scope of your business, or a copywriter, really for marketing purposes to help kind of sell your book or sell your product. Or maybe even buy a PLR and have a ghostwriter go in and edit that and make that better, or do the editing yourself. Ghostwriters are great as well. They can really help kind of professionalize your content. If you've got a great story, maybe you can hire someone to come in and do a final revision of it, things like that. So there's lots of ways to get content. Don't get too hung up on the content itself, because really at the end of the day, it really just depends on what your goals are. If your goals are to build an audience, if your goals are to get your business name out there, then just do what you need to do that. If your goal is to write a great book and be known as an author, then that's going to be a different road. So in the next module, we're going to talk about specifically how to create your content. We're going to get more in detail about actually making your content and publishing your content to Amazon. And then we'll talk about marketing your content and kind of putting it all together and putting the bow on it and really monetizing it and making money. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next video.